Wow, hello. Welcome to a new episode of the Just Okay podcast. I'm Brittany Ledesma, and today I'm in New York on a shaky little stool. I could have sat on the couch, but I couldn't figure out the lighting well enough. It is Sunday, October 2nd, and I'm here for a month. I got here yesterday, and I have a lot to cover with y'all. What's been going on? I don't have a guest this week. It's just me. Settle up, bitches. Are y'all getting tired of Philip being in my episodes? Because apparently no one watched the last one. A little hurt. But I have a show in like an hour I'm headed to. But yeah, I just figured I need to film a podcast. I need to get y'all something out tonight. And this is it. I don't know how long it's going to take to upload because the Wi-Fi at the Airbnb I got for the month, kind of shitty. What? I remember there was a month last year, or this year. Not last year. There's a month, like 2 months ago. I went out without Wi-Fi in my apartment for 2 months. And I'm like, I can't do that again. I was uploading all my YouTube videos from a coffee shop, and I would be there for like 2 hours waiting for it to upload. I don't want to do that again, but I will for y'all. I got in yesterday. First of all, I couldn't sleep because whenever I leave town, I'm just so excited to leave my house. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going somewhere. I'm not going to be inside all day, you know? I woke up at like 3 a.m. My flight's at 8, but I woke up at 3, couldn't sleep, laid in bed, just so excited about leaving town. Then I finally let myself get up around like 3:40. I was like, I guess I can like shower. Not fuck. So I let myself shower, blah, 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 blah. Got to the airport, took my edible. I have like a tradition of when I fly, I have to be stoned. Because it makes it easier to handle a flight. I hate flying. I love going to airports. Airports are my favorite part of flying. I love going to an airport. It's like a mall, but it's better because it's mainly centered around food. And the food at airports, at least the Austin one, they have Joe's there. And Joe's is like one of my favorite Austin staple coffee shops. Also funny, my favorite coffee shop in San Marcos, also called Joe's. What? No affiliation. It's also not funny. It's just me telling you something. So the flight wasn't too bad. Well, actually, that's a lie. It's half a lie, half not. It was mediocre. It was pretty mid-flight. Like, I was sat in a row next to 2 people. And for some reason, I feel like whenever I'm on a flight, I never ask people to get up to move so I can leave my seat if I'm in the window seat. Like, I'll just, like, walk, you know, movie theater style. Like, you're going to be sitting there. I'm going to go around you. This girl was like, hey, I need to get up to use the bathroom. Can you get up? I was like, okay. And she made the other guy do that too, which is a lot to ask because she was tiny. I was like, you really could have just I didn't have to move for this. It seemed very extra, but I kind of respect the princessiness of it. And then there were 2 babies, one in the row in front of me and one in the other part of the row. I wasn't directly next to them, but they cried throughout the entire flight. I was just reading. I napped and then I was reading. I fell asleep like twice on the plane and then I just read for like an hour, 2 hours or so. Yeah, she's literate now. Dyslexic school paid off, Mom and Dad. I can read. Kind of. But yeah, I've been reading the book She Said. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's a book about the reporters who wrote the Times story about Harvey Weinstein abuse of women. And it's so fascinating. It's interesting to see. Well, I didn't pay that much attention to it. I remember the Me Too movement happening, and I was just like, yeah, I thought every woman's been raped. Like, if you're pretty, you've been assaulted, okay? Like, if you haven't been assaulted, like, I'm so sorry. Were you even a real woman? Are you that pretty? No, that's fucked up. But I just, I remember a little bit about the Me Too movement just because I saw Louis C.K. in 2017 right before he was, like, outed for being creepy and doing stuff. And, like, honestly, out of all it, Louis C.K. and Aziz Ansari really didn't have, like, the worst. You know, like, there's Bill Cosby, like, straight up roofing and raping. I think guys forget about the power dynamic involved. But Harvey Weinstein, like, reading about what he did is, like, insane. And how many people, like, knew about it. And no one wanted to say anything. It's so fucked. But it's also just really interesting to be like, wow, that many people turned a blind eye. It's like the bystander effect of like, oh, someone sees something go down, like everyone's like, someone else will call the cops, and it's like, I don't know. It's fascinating. It's really sad, but also it's one of the stories that I think it needs to be told because Harvey Weinstein and Epstein, like, there's definitely other stuff like that out there, and they're just the ones that we know about. It sucks being a woman sometimes. It just got so depressing so fast. Okay, anyways, so I landed, and then I got to my Airbnb here. It's this little apartment, but I really like it. Being in New York, every time I land, I'm just like, wow, I should move to New York. And I really want to one day, but right now I'm kind of just like, it's expensive to live in New York, and I don't want to be poor in New York because that's like real poverty. Being poor in Texas, you can still, rent still is significantly cheaper. And you can still afford things at the grocery stores and stuff. Like, everything's so much more expensive here. But I do love just being in the city. I've bought 2 cold brews today already. Definitely gonna get more. I ate an entire pizza by myself for lunch today, along with a salad with chicken. The salad wasn't that good. I forgot what anchovies were. She's like, do you want anchovies on it? I was like, okay. I forgot that anchovies are just like fish, and I don't like them. So I didn't really eat the salad. I had all the chicken that was on it because it was like, protein. I am ADHD, and if I don't eat protein, I'm gonna snack later. And then I ate like a slice of pizza, but then I got back to the apartment because Dylan's supposed to be in New York with me right now. But this dumb ass, hey Dylan, guess what? I'm calling you stupid. He got his flight on Spirit. Spirit canceled the flight, and so then he's like, well, I can't come till Monday now. I offered to buy him a flight, and then he said no. And so I was like, whatevs, bitch. I'll just party on without you. And I ate an entire pizza while I was on the phone with him. So But that's really all I've eaten today. So I'm just like so full still. I went on a run. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm not dying. 6:47, and I've walked like 7 miles today and ran 1. Yeah, I only run 1 mile at a time. I can't do, like, I could try doing more. Like, in the past, I've done, like, 3 miles, but I'm like, I get bored. I enjoy walking more, so. I haven't figured out what gym I'm going to use this month here, but we'll figure it out eventually. Also, Tuesday, I went to, I had a cultural experience. I integrated myself in white culture and went to the Slipknot concert. And it was different. It was interesting. I thought it would be funny if I went as a juggalo because that's a completely different fan base than Slipknot. But to me, they're the same thing. And I did that. I didn't have to. And it was more of a burden I put on myself than anything. Because I told everyone I was doing it, and then the day comes and it's like, oh fuck, I said I was going to do it, so then I did it. Then I took it off. Then I redid it after I'd already put on makeup. It was a whole thing. And then I wanted to take it off because everyone was like, oh, well, people at Slipknot, they're the types to be mean to you about doing that and about making fun of them. Because clearly, yeah, I'm making fun of people that like Slipknot. I also took acid, and I haven't really taken acid before. I'd only done half a tab in college, and so I feel like that's not actually tripping. I took like 1.5, 2 tabs total because I took acid and then I took more at Slipknot. But yeah, it was fun. I actually had a great trip. I was truly like not thinking I would have a good acid trip at a Slipknot concert because that's like the least me thing I could do. I went with Matt Boyd, Darian Irwin, Philip Garcia, and Nick Cox. And Darian's wife was there too, which, oh my god, she is beautiful, and I love her. Darian, watch out. I felt like I looked so troubled that whole night. It looked like I was having a manic episode. Like, me going to Slipknot dressed as a juggalo on acid, that seems like a cry for help, and it might have been a little bit of a cry for help, for sure. I don't like Slipknot. I felt like I knew that going in, and I will never probably like Slipknot, but I would totally go to another show again. They had some guy just walking around with like a head that would like sing the songs and was like, okay, interesting. Then they had two guys on the trash, where someone said they were beer kegs. I'm gonna call them the trash men, because they were just like hitting the garbage cans to play music. It's very fascinating. I don't get it, but I'm incredibly fascinated by like Slipknot and like juggalos. Two different things. Again, I know, but it's fascinating to me. My friend Grace Kirk and her boyfriend were in the pit, and I was like, that seems like a lot. But I had a great time. I think the hardest part was leaving. Because, okay, first of all, the guy who, like, the head Slipknot leader, there were not knots involved. No Slipknots involved. That slippery little knot guy. He kept saying, 23 years, we're going to do 23 more. I was like, that sounds miserable. You've been this mad for 23 years? How are you? Well, I feel like, you know what I would love is if, like, the lead guy just does Tai Chi all day and is super chill. And then he goes screams at night. Also, do people who create Screamo, is it Screamo? I don't know. Would you call your songs or, like, screams? Do you ever get inspiration from yelling at your girlfriend and you're like, actually, put a beat behind this and this could be a hit? I mean, I find it all fascinating. And I don't get it. But I love it. I did not understand most of the things they were saying. And I was so confused how people were singing along, because I was just like, isn't this just noises? But that's all music, though, actually. It was fascinating. I had the time of my life. I also had my show Freaky Friday on the 24th, the 23rd at Vulcan for the first time. I'm doing it at midnight now at Vulcan. The next show is November 4th at Vulcan Gas Company, midnight. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. It's 2 days after I get back from New York, so I'm going to have to print a lot of flyers to hand out. I'm not excited about that time frame of doing that, but I am excited to get to do my show again at Vulcan. And it's so cool, because I love Vulcan. Vulcan is the first, it's not a comedy club necessarily, but we do a lot of comedy shows there, in cooperation with Big Laugh and not in cooperation with Big Laugh. They just like host a lot of comedy shows now too. And so my first real like actual gig, I messaged Ali Makovsky and was like, yo, can I open for you? 2 years ago now, shit. And she was like, yeah, come through. And so I did. And I mean, Vulcan's kind of been like my second home ever since. And I'm really fortunate for that. Yeah, I'm really grateful for my family at Vulcan. All the door guys, I love them. I was thinking that like leaving for this trip to New York was going to be my last time working there. And then I was just like, nah, that's not, no. I'm very fortunate. I'm getting to go on the road a lot more. Like, I'm doing this month in New York just because I was like, I want to see what it'd be like to live here before I decide to make a move. And then I got offered to do kind of like a mini college tour in November. So, I mean, it's hectic, but I'm so excited to go back and work the tour with all my friends. It's fun. I mean, it's a great time. I love everyone I get to work with. Like, I don't know. I feel very fortunate to have such like a supportive, like, creative family around me, you know, you get it, you little rascals. Also, Slipknot guy, what a rascal. He kept saying, this is my last song. Then he proceeds to sing 3 more, with each one prefacing, 1 more song. Why? Don't lie to me. This is why I have trust issues. I was also thinking about how cocaine, people call it blow, and I feel like that's also gaslighting me. Okay, I'm not gonna blow. No, it's a sniff. Call it sniff. It's so stupid. Ugh. I don't know. Part of me is like scrambling on things to say. I mean, God. I invested in new socks. Y'all wouldn't know this about me, but I'm a sock girl. I love socks. I don't like showing my feet. I had like my first boyfriend in high school, I was like 17. He had a foot fetish, and I've like never been the same about feet after that. I was like, I don't like seeing my feet. I feel uncomfortable. I don't want it in anyone's mouth. I don't want, it's all, ooh, it grosses me out. So but I have a specific style of sock I like. I like a low cut, but like right above the ankle, you know, a nice little, because then I also wear these shoes and I just think they look clean together. And my old socks, I've had them for 2 years and I was really sad, but I had to throw them away. Had to throw those hoes out. So I invested in new socks. And socks are kind of getting expensive. Or maybe I just don't buy socks often enough. But damn. Also, underwear, so expensive for no reason. I mean, like, it's the smallest piece of fabric. Why have I bought shirts that are cheaper than underwear? It's just like rude. It's like a prank. Like, you need this, so I know you're going to pay a lot of money for it. Rude. It's rude, actually. It's very rude. It really hurts my feelings, and I don't like the fashion industry for that. Yeah, but the Airbnb I'm at, super cool, big fan, loves it. I'm so excited for this month here. I feel like this has been all over the place. Me like telling you I'm traveling, then talking about my last week, blah, blah. That's how my mind is today. And I don't think I'll edit this one because I'm kind of on a time crunch. It's literally Sunday and normally I have it ready and edited at least by Saturday, or let alone like I would have edited it by this time today. But what you gonna do? I'm being a little rascal. I'm being a little goofy little gal. Goofy little gal. I'm being a little crazy gal. I'm living on the edge. But yeah, that's really all that's been going on. I'm here till November 2nd. I'm super excited to just gonna stay around the city. I haven't smoked weed in over 24 hours. I took the edible yesterday before my flight and I haven't had any weed since, and it feels I hate it. I don't like this feeling. I need edibles right now. I'm trying to not smoke much because my throat's been hurting. I don't think it's like sickness related. I think I legitimately just need to chill on smoking. So I'm just like, you know what? Edibles are my saving grace. I was offered a dip before I went on stage the other day by Patrick 80, and I was just like, what about me screams, oh, I dip, bro. I mean, I do dip, but like queso, guacamole, spinach artichoke. That's my favorite dip. But I don't like when they give you spinach artichoke with bread, because it is good. But that makes me feel worse. Give me like a nice cracker. Ooh, maybe I'm just tripping. So this has been the episode. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is just a little update on my life. It's really been hectic and busy lately, and I'm so sorry I haven't put as much time and effort into these podcasts. This week I am going to be filming more podcasts with other people here in New York, and really excited for this edition of it, as well as Dylan and I are going to be doing a weekly one here together, and I really hope y'all enjoy them, and I love you. I love you. Oh my god. Also, I totally forgot. I talked about Harvey Weinstein in this episode. I already forgot. I just have word bond. I just say things and then I forget what I say. Oh. Okay. Well, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you have consensual sex. I hope you, just live life to the fullest. That felt weird to do air kisses, but I did it. Okay, bye.